Welcome to the Disagreeable Nerd podcast, a podcast where nerds from various ages and backgrounds get together to discuss movies, TV, books, and anything else that pops into their small, simple minds. Now sit back, relax, and let their ignorance wash over you.
And welcome back to another episode of Disagreeable Nerd, the podcast nobody listens to. Did it stop recording already?
Yep.
What?
I don't know what it's doing. I'm not going to worry about it.
That's fine. You sound fine on this end. We'll keep it going.
Sweet.
I'm the titular Disagreeable Nerd. A, I may disagree with you. B, you may find me disagreeable.
Mostly.
C, usually DJ disagrees with every movie that I like. No, wait.
The only thing I
Usually
disagree with is
DJ.
the word titular.
You know, honestly, that's a new thing, I feel like.
I like it.
I think I've only heard it twice.
It's titillating.
If you don't know what titillating means, it's like tingling.
Where?
It doesn't. I don't know. Your head. Like those little things you massage your head with.
Head massager?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I know of them.
Figured that one out.
Thank you for helping me out with that.
Hardy boys are on the case. All right. So, as nerds, have you been up to anything nerdy? Sade?
Well, okay. So for me, nerdy can be anything. So
Yes, I know. It's just a bland, overused term.
I was just gonna say, I think going outside, and I like to have a book bag.
I have a deadly
I have a
cough.
book bag full of books, and I like to go outside and I like to ground and soak in the sun because that's good for me. That's what I like to do. That's literally what I do every weekend. So
What do you? So you just take the book bag? Do you actually read any books out of the
I
bag?
do read the books. I've been reading Frankenstein.
On her 5-year journey of reading Frankenstein.
No, it's been 2 months.
Oh, it has not been 2 months.
Yes, it has. I just started
It's
reading
been
it
much
because I
longer
just
than 2
finished.
months.
I just finished reading a book recently, and then I started Frankenstein.
What book did you finish reading recently? Bell Jar.
Bell Jar. Yes, that's the
Yes.
that's the one I finished reading by Sylvia
Bell Jar?
Plath. Yes, it's kind of based off it's not a true story, but it's kind of almost like things are true in it, but it's mostly fiction.
Well, it's like almost any of those. It's like based on a
but
true
it's really
story.
good.
There was a man that lived on Earth. Go.
I mean, Sylvia Plath herself, it's portraying herself in the book, but the author who wrote the book portraying her own self in the book, but with some fiction stuff. Anyways, what about you guys? What do you guys do?
Deej, you been up to anything? You been watching any shows? Do you read any books? Comic books? I know you used to read all the Star Wars books.
Yeah,
used to read all the Star Wars
I
comics.
need to read, but I just haven't picked one up for a while. I listen to audiobooks.
I listen
You
to
do?
Sylvia Plath or Bell Jar on audio.
When do you listen to them?
Well, when I was driving a lot for work, I used to listen to them in the van, but now I just, between here and work, pretty much. So like little 5-minute increments, really.
I like audiobooks. It's cool.
Yeah, I used to. I went through phases as a truck driver. I would listen to them for a while. I'd try to get through a book and listen to several hours, but I always ended up going back to podcasts.
Yeah.
Just like, well, I mean, with books, it's like you got one guy reading to you, and depending on the narrator, it's either good or bad. Sometimes bad.
If they're a bad narrator, I can't do it.
But podcasts, I mean, you get a good podcast going, a lively chit chat, some good hosts. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Something we should strive to be someday.
I like to watch YouTube videos of people talking about different things, but Char doesn't like to listen to people talk. So
What does Char like?
I don't know.
What?
You, I guess.
I guess she likes me.
Let's see. I've been watching. I've been on a tear of Cobra Kai. That's a discussion for another day.
Oh,
The Karate Kid sequel.
interesting.
I think I saw a couple episodes from the first season, but that's about it.
I got Sade hooked on it.
I actually feel like I should take credit for the Cobra Kai, but Gabi started watching it before me, but I kept saying, Gabi, we should watch Cobra Kai. We should watch Cobra Kai. But
you
he
always
didn't
want
realize.
credit. Okay, you have it. Now,
I like
what
to
does
have,
that do?
I like to have TV.
What are you going to do with that?
TV movie referral credit.
Referral?
Ruffle.
Yes. And I
Or
watched
referrals?
The Karate Kid, and Gabi kept forgetting I watched all those. He asked me like 3 times, have you seen Karate Kid?
Well, because most of the movies I watched when I was a kid, I'm like, have you ever heard of this? You're like, no, not unless it's like,
That's the thing. Some
mega
movies
hit.
I have, but
Back to the Future, Star Wars, all that good stuff.
I mean, I've heard of those. I mean,
Well,
back in
yes.
the day, yeah, obviously. But like Bill and Ted, I had never heard of Bill and Ted.
She'd never heard of Bill and Ted.
I don't think Char had either.
That was not.
And now it's a classic, worthy of a part 3. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, I actually finished a book.
Oh my God.
thought
See, he likes to talk crap about me when he takes like 5 months to finish a book.
Well, this book was 150 pages, so it
you
was
should have finished that in a day.
right up my alley. I could if I had time, but I work, and I'm
excuses.
tired when I come home from work. And I used to wake up fairly early before I went to work. Now that I work 8 to 5, but I've learned that when you don't have to wake up at the butt crack of dawn, you tend to sleep until you have to wake up. So when I first started working at Walmart, I was getting up at like 5:30 and 6 still. And I'd make my coffee and drink, eat a little bit, read a little bit and all that good stuff. But the longer I'm working, it's like I wake up now at 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30. Mm-hmm. Now I'm waking up at 7:30 and doing good to get dressed and run out the door.
That's how it works. Guys.
Same.
What's the book that you finished?
It's called
It's like a
the main
space
title is Murder Bot. MUR, a murder bot. And it's a robot, but he has like organic parts to him, kind of, I would say almost kind of like,
So he's an android?
he's almost like more like RoboCop to me.
It's called All Systems Red.
All systems red. There you go. But they have like these programs in them that keep them governed so that like they can't do things. So, I mean, they are like robots in their actions, but I don't know. I never quite understood if this one achieved like, self-awareness or if they're already self-aware, but just because they put these governors on them that they don't normally do anything.
Right.
But it's about this murder bot that helps save these people on this planet. They basically just hire them out. They're part of this big company, and they send them. They're just like robots for hire. And so he gets sent with this one crew of people down on this planet. It ends up saving them all, but he like somehow removes his governor, so he's got free will now. So now he can do what he wants, but he's still used to his programming, so he was still basically following orders, but not because he had to. And he was a good robot, so he like helped save these people's lives when these other robots were trying to kill them. And basically this whole thing goes down in the story. He basically runs off and like he's free to go. They like free him.
So he's like lost in space, like that one robot.
And yeah, sure.
Also,
kinda.
did you know this book it's a series? So now you got to read the rest of them.
But they're all like super short, apparently.
You should read
I
it.
didn't know that when I ordered it, but I was very pleased to see a 150-page book.
So did you like the book?
Yeah, it's good. You're in his head. It's, first person.
First person. I love first person. I don't know. I've always read first person, but when I read like third person, it kind of throws me off sometimes.
I didn't used to like first person until all the YA books were using it.
are nearly all first person.
I know. I didn't care for it at first, but
love it.
it's okay.
Yeah.
So there's
I don't mind first person. I think I prefer third person unless it's jumping around to a ton of people. Like I don't like stories with like 4 main characters or 5 main. I like to stick with one.
Yeah, I'm the same. It just depends, but yeah, I feel that way.
Well, that's a lot of those YA books. It's like, okay, this is
Like getting their point of view.
Now this is Peter's point of view. Now this is
Gail.
not necessarily that book, but that one that's Fifth Wave. It jumps around a lot.
Yes.
There's like several characters.
Fifth Wave was no, I'm thinking of the other book, but Fifth Wave was a good book for their multiple characters and all that.
All right, so we saw the Dune trailer. It just come out.
So, Deej, have you ever seen the old 80s Dune?
I have not.
Me either. Gabby has.
I always heard it was terrible,
No.
so I didn't really
Oh,
bother.
wait, I thought you saw. That's what Gabby said.
I remember seeing bits and pieces of it, but I've never watched it.
I've never even heard of the movie.
I just remember one scene. They unplugged this big old fat dude from some hose on his body, and like fluids leak out. It was like gross. But yeah, it was like super terrible, super cheesy, a big bomb.
Yeah, that's kind of why I never really bothered trying to watch it.
I actually watched the trailer. I couldn't hardly watch the trailer. It was so terrible. Like, the quality, for one.
I mean,
Yeah, I watched a side-by-side trailer. It was like both of them at the same time, kind of like they were matching up. It was okay. I mean, I could see that it obviously wasn't as high quality because it was old, but from the trailer, it didn't look terrible.
I don't know. I hate that fuzzy look. Like, I can't see.
grain. You mean you prefer 1080 HD TV?
You don't prefer bad quality things?
Although I do have a VHS tape and I like to watch movies on there, so don't at me on that, okay?
I do remember seeing their power shields on the old Dune and thinking that was hilarious.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, you know, in the new one, like they turn like blue, I think, their shield, and then they're fighting with the knives. But like in the old version, it's just like old CG, like almost polygons. Like, I don't know, it just looks weird. Like an old 3D glass thing.
Well, I've always heard people say, like, compare Game of Thrones to Dune because there's all these different, like, families apparently, and they're all fighting over the spice, I guess.
About the actual like the books?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Dune is a book?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why they got the movie.
Oh, you're right. No, I'm so you told me this.
Remember,
You said
I said Frank Hebert.
you said the book is actually
It
amazing.
was Herbert.
Yeah, I just remember
Because I was used to Bobby Hebert as a Louisiana quarterback.
Right.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You said it was an amazing book, but like people trying to make it into a movie, it just kind of.
I've never read the
Doesn't
books.
translate.
They could or could not be amazing. They're supposed to. They're like pretty big, critically acclaimed in the sci-fi world. But I don't know. Lots of books are that I think suck. So whatever. They could be. They could not be. Matter of personal opinion.
As most things are.
I kind of
So
want to buy the book now.
the new trailer appealing or not appealing?
No, I think it looks really appealing. Like the guy, he's
Oh
from.
my God! Yes,
Timothy.
Little Women. Yes, Timothy Chalamet. Yes, move on. What about him?
He's cute.
He's a skinny little Englishman. Yes, must be nice.
Zendaya's in it too.
Oh, now you're talking.
Hey, you got my opinion.
I'm not really sure how much she has like screen time. I don't know, but
She's
I saw,
like one of the on IMDb. She's like the first person mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Well, isn't
'cause-
she like the love interest? So, I mean, surely she's got a pretty big part.
Oh, well, whenever you Google,
On IMDb in the cast, she's number one.
Okay, I didn't know
Rebecca
that.
Ferguson, Lady Jessica, is number 2. Who's Rebecca Ferguson?
Okay,
Let me
Timothy-
see.
She's the one from
Oh yeah, Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Timothy, the guy, he's the first one, and then Zendaya is on like Google if you Google it, and also that guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Jason Momoa. There's a lot of people in here. Oscar.
Momoa number
Isaac.
4.
It's
nice.
kind of amazing. Like all these
I don't know if that's
very
like that.
well-known people that we've seen in movies.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool.
Did you get my meme with Jason Momoa? Hi, I'm Jason, and this is Momoa. It was a lawnmower.
No, I didn't get that.
I sent it to you.
I didn't get it. Like you sent it to me only,
I
or
thought
like
I
in the group
did.
message? Because I didn't.
Maybe I
I
just
sent her
sent it
something
to
earlier,
D.
Gabby. She didn't respond either.
Sorry,
She doesn't respond to my memes.
Hold on.
Is a meme funny if no one
Wait, was it
responds?
through Instagram?
It's not.
My bad.
This is one of those movies. I mean, it looks cool, but it could super suck. I mean, who knows?
Right.
I guess
It looked interesting to
that's
me.
any movie really, but I mean, I love sci-fi. I love the idea that this dude's
When the
on these
worlds are kind of like different. I mean, it's like a totally different world. Like I wouldn't even say it's like America like that. It's like they're on a different planet type of thing.
They are on a different planet.
Oh, the planet.
Yeah,
The planet is Dune. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I mean, what I mean is,
It's Arrakis.
what I'm saying is, you know how there's those movies they're dystopian and they're in the future and it's like kind of different, but it used to be America type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's not that kind of movie.
Yeah, we know.
It's like a whole nother world planet,
Right.
which I like that.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I was trying to just say. I like that.
You went a long way to say that.
You went about the most roundabout way of saying that you liked it.
Well, now you know.
I rackets my brain trying to figure out why it took you so long.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing that movie.
I mean, it looks good. Are we going to watch it in theaters? Who knows?
Probably not.
Will it ever come out? Who knows? It's supposed to come out December 18th, apparently, but
We'll spend another $30 and rent it.
yeah, sure.
Through our
done.
TV.
God, don't do that.
Yeah, we won't do that. We did that through Mulan.
I know. That was a dumb decision.
Well, Gabby's like, let's split. Oh, you know what? I
I'm sorry. I was desperate for a new movie to watch.
He was pretty desperate.
There's nothing on Vudu. There's nothing on Netflix. I just wanted something new.
I know, but $30.
We split it technically,
Well,
and I still owe you Gobs, by the
yeah,
way. I
so-
haven't paid you.
I mean, I get it. I know
I
it's
paid
this
for it.
whatever premium service or whatever, but there's nothing on it, so technically you just paid $30 to watch it.
Well, I paid $30 to watch Mulan.
I know.
$15
It's kind
if
of
you
weird, seeing
split
as how
it.
you don't own the movie now.
That does kind of suck.
You
that
paid
we
more
don't
than you would buying it. I mean,
own the movie.
Okay.
Gabby,
So
I
I
mean-
messed
It was a dumb
up.
decision,
I
Gabby.
messed up.
Gosh, Gabby.
Sorry. I thought it would be an awesome movie. It wasn't. My bad.
it is your bad.
All right. So Dune, I think we're all looking forward to it. The previews were very yellow. Lots of people talking about the yellow. Everything's yellow. Lots of sand.
I like sand.
A yellow filter.
I hate
Jason.
sand. It's coarse, rough. It gets everywhere.
Yes, we know, Annie. All right. What about something we're all excited for?
No time to die.
Oh, I was
No Time to Die.
Oh God! I was
Just joking.
like, that's bull crap.
Yeah, I know you don't like those movies. A Mandalorian 2
That's
season.
yeah.
That's what I was trying to do.
Due out in October.
Can't really say the song. Yes, looking forward to it.
We all watched that, right?
October 30th, right?
Is it that late? Good grief. So
Gabby-
Yeah, I think it's the end
basically
of the
it's
month.
November.
Gabby got me a Funko child. The child.
The child.
It's so cool.
So, continuing the story of Mandalorian, we all remember exactly how it ended, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I was thinking, something IG-88, IG-88. My bad.
Yeah, he blew himself up.
IG-11,
Right.
but I was thinking IG-88.
You were thinking it was okay. I got you.
But yeah. So yeah, that made me sad when I thought like they'd make a good team. Like they got a team together. Let's finish the show up with this team. But
Somebody had to die.
IG-11 is not going to be there. What was Gina Carano's character's name? Cara Dune. That's
Cara
her name.
Dune, there you go.
I liked her character. Grief Karga. He's still a little iffy, but I think he pulled through in the end.
Yeah.
Wait, really? You think he's iffy?
He was, yes.
He was. Yeah, I was trying to get him, man.
Wait.
He wanted the child.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about something else, like his acting skills.
No.
I see what you're saying.
So yeah, the Mandalorian at the end of the show, season 1 left with the child, while Karga and Deuce stayed
Yeah.
behind. Moff Gideon come out with the dark saber. Dark saber is of a Mandalorian lore, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
A big deal. I was gonna say theme and deal. A big deal in was that in
The
part
Clone Wars cartoon.
The Clone. Okay, there you go. That's what it was. Never seen those, so I tried. I really tried to get through the Clone Wars. I think I watched maybe 3/4 of season 1.
I never watched it.
I couldn't do it.
I tried as well and couldn't get through it, but apparently it gets much better after that.
Yeah, exactly. I hate that.
I
It's
just
like,
don't care about Ahsoka Tano or the clones at all.
I don't either.
Even the slightest.
I don't either.
I can't.
Can't.
I've got no connection with Ahsoka. Everybody loves her. I was like, eh. I watched the Clone Wars movie before the actual Clone Wars cartoon.
Yeah.
That was awful.
That was bad enough.
That's my only connection with Ahsoka, and it was not very good. Sorry.
All right. So anyway, but it looks good. It looks like more of the same, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
if it worked the first time,
I hope don't fix what's not broken.
Exactly.
I think another trailer, just real quick, that came out was there was a new 1984 trailer with Wonder Woman. I thought that looked really good. Like okay. Did you notice though that Chris Pine was in that?
I did notice because he was in the trailer.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes, he's back.
You don't have to be a smarty pants.
Oh, well, you're stating obvious things.
No, like it's more rhetorical than like you actually like. It's like, did you notice he was in that? Like, oh my god,
I did notice.
I thought he died, and like now he's gonna be in it. So I'm like, I wonder what's going on there.
Well, how about saying, what about Chris Pine being back? That's weird.
I didn't know you like.
Instead of,
okay,
did you notice Chris Pine? You know what? I sure did. That one didn't get by me. My eyes were wide open.
Okay, fine.
Oh my! Am I bothering you?
No.
Deej, are you there? DJ's not here.
I know he's not.
We lost Deej. Oh man! I was wondering why he wasn't chiming in and accosting you as well. Well, Deej is apparently his laptop froze.
He ghosted us.
He'll get back on here in a second. Until he does, speaking of Chris Pine, do you like Chris Pine?
I love Chris Pine. The first time I saw Chris Pine was in Princess Diaries 2.
Wow.
That was literally the first time I ever seen him, and I was in love with him for so long, and I was like, oh my god, he's so beautiful.
He's so dreamy.
And then the second time I saw him was in Star Trek, the new remakes. And then and after that I just kept seeing him in other movies, and I'm just like, okay.
I think Star Trek was my first.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I had. Well, I mean, Princess Diaries was not on my radar. So,
I mean, it was when Anne Hathaway. Everyone loved her.
Do they?
I love Anne Hathaway. But Chris Pine, he's like close to like a trusty, like safe person.
What does that mean?
Like Chris Evans is. He's safe.
What does that mean? Explain, please.
So it's one of those things. It's really hard to say or explain to someone that doesn't know what it means. Like you just automatically know.
Sounds like it means like he's vanilla, bland.
No, that's not what it means. It's more like okay. I'm just going to try to explain it to you. Like he is an actor that.
Go ahead and keep talking. He's coming back
that on. You can count on in movies to always be amazing and great. And like, he's always the good.
Oh, so reliable.
Like he's safe. I don't know. Maybe get
reliable. That's the term you're looking for.
But that's not what you say. You say safe. That's not
safe is what happens when you slide into base.
Deej, whenever someone says, I don't know, I've seen it on social media, Twitter, like people have said this. Have you ever heard of, like, I'm just going to use Chris Evans because people say this. Chris Evans, he's safe.
He's safe?
Yeah, like have you heard that phrase before?
About what? I don't.
Like it's not like
exactly.
It's not.
He doesn't know.
Well, I'm sorry he doesn't know, but it's a thing. You don't know either.
Sorry.
It's not like it's me coming up with this. It's literally a thing. So
I'm not in the Twitter world, I guess.
It's not just Twitter though. I saw it on Twitter, but I kind of felt that. I'm like, I get it.
What does it mean though?
I understand. For my interpretation of it, I was thinking more like it's like he's one of those actors that's just like you can count on him, or he's
so you can't go wrong. He's safe. A safe bet.
He's safe. I mean, and it's Chris Evans. Everything he plays in is just it's always fun and awesome. And I said, I feel like Chris Pine can kind of be like that. I don't know. I'm still working on Chris Pine, but
is Shia LaBeouf safe?
No.
So I like Shia. I do, but I don't know.
So
Chris Pine was in that movie. What's it called? A A Stitch in Time. What's it called? No, not Stitch in Time.
Wrinkle in Time.
Wrinkle in Time. Yeah, there you go.
I've never
that
even
wasn't
seen that.
I don't think that was good, so it's not safe.
I've never
Failure.
seen that.
Well,
one.
from your explanation, I think she's just saying like they're just reliable. Like he's going to be good in it no matter what he's in.
Gotcha.
I think that's probably right.
Or some people, from my interpretation from when she first said it, I thought she meant like he's safe, like he's vanilla. He's kind of bland.
No, that's
You don't
not
have to
me.
worry about him. You don't have to worry about him like, flipping out, doing drugs, going crazy.
I mean, you can
Right.
maybe view it like that.
There you are. You don't even realize what you're doing with your hands, do you? Before I know, she's got like my rule books and my games like crinkled up in her hand, like she just
Gonna
has to
start
be doing something
shredding
with her.
it.
What are you doing?
Crushing stuff.
Oh my god!
I
Okay,
feel like you guys do it too.
no, I literally
My
don't.
hands have been like this, just in my lap the whole time.
Oh,
I don't have
well,
to be
dang.
doing something with my hands. All right, so that was actually we didn't really talk about it because DJ was gone. Actually, before you were gone, I was making fun of Paige for saying,
he was making fun of
"Did
me.
you notice Chris Pine?"
Was in the trailer.
And I was like, yeah, I saw him.
1984.
Wonder Woman.
Well, no,
1984.
Gabi was being a smart butt.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you don't have to be so technical about what I say and catch it. I was just saying more like, oh my gosh, he's in the movie. Like, be like that fangirly for a second with me, right? Like, he died in the last one.
Spoiler alert.
False, you
Well,
should,
on that 2-year-old movie.
false, you should have already seen it.
Why? Don't tell me what I should and should not watch.
Well, if you watch TV and movies,
You're not the boss of
that's
me.
in Marvel/DC. You
So,
should
yeah.
have seen it.
Apparently, Chris Pine's back.
Somehow. They just couldn't leave it alone.
Well, I mean,
He's Chris Pine.
he is kind of her, long-term boyfriend in the comics.
I know, but it means like the whole death in the first one was meaningless.
I know, exactly. So why even do that? I don't like that type of stuff.
Right.
But
It's like nobody was paying attention to the story, and they're like, shoot, what are we going to do?
we need a dramatic, for this movie to have some weight behind it, for there to be a cost to their actions. Let's kill off this guy, and then we'll bring him right back.
I mean, how are they going to bring him back?
Just like Iron Man.
Like-
Tony Stark will be right back in the next Avengers.
No, they can't. They'll
Watch.
mess the whole thing up if they do that.
He'll be like, I'm back.
Exactly, but that's what they did with this guy.
Yeah, like the way they ended it was emotional. People were sad and crying, and oh well, nobody cried when Tony Stark died.
Tony Stark?
Oh, Tony Stark? Yeah, they don't.
Yes, Tony Stark.
Oh no, I was transitioning back to more. I was comparing like when you were saying it's just like them bringing him back, and I'm like that would be
yeah, because that was emotional.
that
That's what
was
I'm saying.
emotional. So it's like if you bring him back, it's like it was meaningless what you just did the last movie. So I don't know. But like
Right.
for this movie, Wonder Woman, I didn't really feel an impact of him dying.
No. I mean, I liked his character. I
did
liked him a
too.
lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just Steve Trevor. It's not Tony Stark.
Exactly. Trevor. If your name is Trevor,
Bye. Bye, Trevor.
I mean,
Bye, Trevor.
that's just, you're
you
safe.
got a basic white name. Steve Trevor.
Steve, 2 first names,
I knew like
really.
one Trevor in high
first names.
school. So yeah.
That's one first name too many.
Yeah, I don't like the name Trevor.
Shots fired.
Sorry.
Any Trevors out there listening? Sorry.
Oh,
Shots fired,
hey,
Trevor.
this is a free country. I can
If there's-
say
I
that.
hate the name Trevor.
If there's a white name that makes me think this guy is going to the country club, playing tennis, swimming his laps in the pool, getting out, that's Trevor.
You think it's Trevor? I was thinking more like
Trevor. Oh my God, Trevor.
Caden.
Caden.
That's just a hipster douche right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, there's
that
a
sounds,
guy
I mean,
at
that
my
could be like
school
a
named
black guy
Caden.
too, not just a white guy.
Oh well, he was. Well, I don't know. When I think of Caden, I think like golf and country club.
Severe left turn. If you were going to name a child that you had coming on the way, what would you name your child?
Girl or boy?
Girl.
Gemma.
Boy.
Ezra.
Weird.
Ezra.
Ezra after Ezra Miller?
No. I just
Ezra
like
after the prophet in the Bible?
I just like the name Ezra. It's weird.
Ezra Brooks?
But
What's Ezra Brooks?
I can always change.
That sounds familiar.
Ezra Brooks.
But I'm not having children, so I don't really know.
Deej, kids?
Is that Star Wars?
Ezra Brooks? I don't know.
Is that kid from Rebels? Or no,
I
what's that
don't know.
guy?
Maybe so. If you were to have a
I
child.
don't know.
A child. If it was a girl, what would you name her?
Charlie.
Oh,
That's
boy.
so cute. I love that. I like.
Daniel.
No, you wouldn't do it. Don't do that crap, Deej. Sorry. Let's break tradition.
I have 3 names. If it's a girl, I do like the whole name the girl like a guy's name.
I love that.
Or like a unisex type name, like Alex. I like Alex for a girl.
It's basic. I don't know. I don't like that name.
Frank.
Frankie.
This is my girl, Frank.
It's Francis. They call her
Francis.
Frankie.
Yeah, there you go.
But then we know
No.
Frankie's.
But I do like Alex.
Never like. I mean, Alex is like a basic name to me. But go ahead, continue.
Shots fired at all the Alexes out
Shots
there.
fired by Paige.
Paige. Yeah.
Hey, nobody. Wait, don't be hating on my name.
You can't control that, can you? You didn't name yourself.
My grandma named me because her best friend name was Paige.
And
But-
tell them where Sade comes from once again.
The singer, the jazz singer,
The singer,
Sade.
Sade.
Sade. My mom was like, "This guy's
But she
like,
put an R in it.
yeah." She's like, "You should name your baby the singer, Sade." And she's like, "Okay."
Sade.
And then she ended up naming me Paige because my grandma was like, "You should name her Paige."
But where did the R come from?
I have no idea.
How did Sade?
Hey, don't at me. Don't at my fam. But you know what? Like Sade, like the singer, she doesn't have an R. So I always thought her name was Sade.
It's Sade.
But I didn't know
Sade.
that it wasn't
Sade. Huh?
Sade. You know what I mean? Because that's what I was told. Her name was Sade.
I have 2 names for my future sons. One is Blade.
No.
Just simply
don't do it.
Blade.
I hate that
My name was
name.
almost Blade.
And I will not even put a last name on there. His name will simply be Blade. And
My
he's
father almost named me Blade.
that would have
Really?
been awesome. I would have liked you even more.
Why do you like the name Blade?
Because it's just
It's awesome.
awesome. Who's gonna mess
I
with
wish
a
my
guy
name had
named
been
Blade?
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, like you can't even like
Can
give
you
him
imagine my
a
name was Blade and not Daniel.
you can't even give him like a nickname because his name is already just like
Baddie.
yes.
What's up, B? As Bubba would say.
I also wanted to name my son. Actually, I'm gonna say, working with Madonna. No, I don't think it's got to
Madonna,
be.
what?
No, it's got to work with a kid, a boy.
I never.
Colorado Moraga.
Oh Lord, here we go again. Colorado.
Colorado. That's
No, not
weird.
Colorado. Colorado. I'd make it COLORADA.
Are you having a child
Colorado
anytime soon? Or
Moraga.
just you have it all figured out? I don't know.
Or I could name my girl Ray. Ray Skywalker
Hey,
Moraga.
I like the name Ray, but I feel like it's an overused middle name.
It could be a guy or a girl too.
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah,
Or Ray.
it could be.
All
I
right.
would give my daughter the middle name Sky just because I like it. SKY.
See, I hear that name a lot too.
Oh, Paige. Everything's basic to Paige.
Sorry.
I think of the Isle of Skye off of Scotland.
I think of vodka.
Sky. Not
I-
SKY.
I
SKY.
think of the blue sky.
Oh, well. So, what was it we were going to discuss? We discussed Dune. We discussed Mandalorian. What was the third one?
We were discussing Wonder Woman, kinda.
Oh, well, we did Wonder
Yeah.
Woman. I'll watch it when I see it.
I mean, I want to see it. I'm
not that interested in it, but I will
No
watch
Time to Die. So,
Yes,
No Time to Die comes on. The trailer comes on. The new James Bond movie. And in this one, Sade is like, meh.
No, I don't
She
like
says
any
they're all
James
the
Bond
same.
movies.
I know. She
Well,
doesn't
yeah.
like them.
It's not my
That's like
style.
saying all the Marvel and DC movies are the same.
No, I don't like that style of movie. Like I'll watch Marvel, DC all day long, even if they're the same. But I don't like the action type movies with the
You don't like
chasing.
cool
You don't like
gadgets
Mission
and
Impossible?
action?
So
No, she
I had
doesn't.
to learn to like Mission Impossible. See, I had never watched those until I met Gabi. And I watched them all. And for one, I like Tom Cruise. So I
Tom Cruise
watched them
control.
all. And they're really not my type of movies. But I actually enjoyed watching those. But when I watched like James Bond, I tried to watch James. It was boring.
Well, the old ones are boring to
They
me,
were boring.
but the new ones not so much.
I don't know. Even the new ones are boring to me.
You watch Downton Abbey?
That is not boring.
Yes, it is.
Boss.
Don't look at me like that, Gabi. I'm making a point here.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
You cannot tell me James Bond is more boring
It's
than
more
Downton Abbey.
boring. I'm sorry,
No,
Deej.
it's
My
not.
perception,
No, it's
man.
not.
I just don't like
the
that
only one.
style. James Bond movies. I don't like that. I don't know. It's weird.
I guess we want James Bond over
Disagree.
this.
Even like,
Thank you,
actually, you
Bobby.
know, I take that back. When I was in 10th grade, one of my friends, he was really into James Bond movies, and he tried to get me to watch Casino Royale, whatever. And he's like, they're
my favorite.
super good. And I tried watching it one time. I even like bootlegged it and downloaded it. I couldn't even finish it. I was so bored. Like, that's
Are
just
you
how it
listening,
felt.
government?
Yeah, I've already been banned from the internet. It's fine. Like, 5
Yes, I
times.
know. You turned our internet off one time.
Get over it.
And we had to like call. Oh, I don't know what happened. Someone hijacked our Wi-Fi. LimeWire.
Oh, the good old days.
So Tom Hardy's back in the big discussion of the next James Bond. Talks were heating up. So says the internet.
Heating up. I can't see him as James Bond, though.
He's a little.
I can't either.
He's too rough.
Well, I mean, Daniel Craig's pretty rough.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know that Tom Hardy can do the accent. Well, he loves to do voices.
He can do voices. He can't do
The name
accents.
is Bond. James Bond. Yeah.
I had a license to kill before I was a man.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, one other big piece of news I wanted to get before we're done. Carol Baskin, Dancing with the Stars.
Dude, I saw that.
Can't believe it.
That's wild. That's real wild.
What passes as a star is very, very sad. Very sad.
I mean,
So I have a question. So did she kill her husband?
yes.
That's for a jury.
It's for the courts to decide.
Okay.
Oh, another piece of news. Y'all, Deej might know her. Tatiana Maslany
That name sounds
as
like
She-Hulk
Brazilian.
Oh, I don't know who she is. But I saw
No.
from Orphan Black.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Yes, Queen.
her. Yeah.
Is that
I
still
mean,
a
when
thing?
you say it, it sounds like really cringy.
Oh,
Sorry.
I can't say yes, Queen.
I don't know. It just doesn't sound right when you say it.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's because you
Nobody
say
should
it
be
like
saying it.
you say it in a way that's like kind of really awkward sounding. I don't know.
yes, Queen. Sorry.
What's her name? Tatiana?
Tatiana Maslany.
You know, I don't like the name
I
Tatiana.
really like her a lot. I liked the Orphan Black stuff. I didn't finish it because
You watched Orphan Black?
it went on a little too long for me. But well, that's another discussion for another
Oh
day
wait,
as well.
actually, I'm an idiot.
How long TV
you
shows
said
should be.
Orphan Black. I'm thinking Orange is the new black. My bad.
Oh my god!
That's why I said. That's why I said you.
Oh, you were
watched
going to
that?
call me out?
I did. I was going to. Yeah. I was like, what? That's weird.
Anyway. Well, that's good. That's about it for this episode. That's all the news I got. That's all the news I
Same.
want to share.
There's
yeah.
not a whole lot
I mean,
going
there's
on out
not.
there.
There's really not.
R.I.P. Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Justice of the Peace.
RBG.
RPG. All right. Well,
Well,
that's the news.
all right. It's
Until next time, this is Gabby.
Shardizzle.
Beach.
Later, dudes.